Cayetano added that they are taking Duterte's statements and concern to heart for the welfare of the people. With this, he said the Congress can now continue deliberating the budget without politics and intrigue. But for Velasco, it would still be better to resume the plenary after it was abruptly terminated on Tuesday. This was also the call of Rizal Representative Jack Duavit, who leads the House contingent of the Nationalist People's Coalition. He stressed the importance of scrutinizing the national budget at the plenary instead of doing it virtually.
The session hall is very big. We could utilize even the galleries if we were to go to work. Pero sa totoo lang, marami sa amin ay nahihiya na rin sa publiko na hindi kami makapasok physically, na ang frontliners naman natin from day one, walang tigil.
Meanwhile, Duavit said the 42-member NPC still wants to stick to the term-sharing deal brokered by Duterte. According to the lawmaker, they will vote for Velasco as speaker should a need for an election arise. Currently, a resolution calling for an immediate resumption of session is making rounds at the lower house. But for Cavite Representative Elpidio Barzaga Jr., who supports Cayetano, said there is no need to do this. Barzaga explained that they already committed to provide the Senate an advanced copy of the budget. This way, the upper chamber can already study it in advance to avoid a budget reenactment. The lawmaker meanwhile maintained that the speakership row is an internal matter among members of the House.
Base sa pronouncement ni Harry Roque, it is purely an internal matter on the part of the House members. As a matter of fact, there was even one statement: if Lord Velasco wants to be the speaker, then he must have the necessary numbers.
For Albay Representative Edsa Lagman, the only way is for Duterte to tell the House that a term-sharing deal must be respected and honored. For News 5, Ria Fernandez, We Are One News.
And a riot took place over at the new Bilibid prison earlier today. For the details, we have Ryan Ang joining us live from Muntinlupa. Ryan, were there any fatalities from the said riot?
Yes, Sean, according to Bucor spokesperson Asek Gabriel Chaklag, 9 were confirmed dead, 6 from the Sputnik gang, 2 from Commando gang, and 1 from an unidentified group, while 7 were reportedly injured.
All right, Ryan, what exactly triggered this riot? Do we know? We do know it's between 2 rival gangs, but what was there a specific incident?
Yes, Sean, the Bucor is still investigating the incident, but they said that both sides have a different version of what had happened inside the new Bilibid prison.
Okay, kanina, Ryan, we did hear Justice Secretary Menardo Guevara, may mga sinabi siya, sabi niya imbestigahan daw ito. May update ba mula sa SOJ natin?
Yes, Sean, DOJ Secretary Menardo Guevara already ordered an investigation, and he said that he is ready to take drastic actions regarding NBP in view of these violent incidents, but he will reserve them till he sees DJ Bantag's report before the end of the day. Sean.
Okay, what about the Bucor, Ryan? Sila ba ay may internal probe regarding the riot? And paano ba ito nagyari kung minomonitor naman as we can expect, no? Nasa loob yan ng kulungan, rather. So, what happened? What was the loophole seen?
Yes, Sean. Yes, Sean, yan nga yung malaking katanungan. Kaya nga raw nag-iimbestiga na ngayon yung Bucor kung meron nga nagkaroon nga ng lapses sa pagitan ng mga guard doon na nagbabantay sa mga PDLs.
Meron ba silang iniimbestigahan ng mga guard at the moment?
Yes, Sean, patuloy pa rin itong investigation nila, kaya hindi muna nila sinasabi sa amin yung kung ano yung laman ng kanilang investigasyon. Pero pag nagkaroon na raw sila ng resulta sa kanilang investigasyon, ay sabihin ka agad nila sa media.
Alright, maraming salamat, Ryan Ang. Abangan namin ang iyong update mula dyan sa New Bilibid Prison sa Muntinlupa City. Alright, heads up commuters, starting today, beep and other transportation cards across the metro will be given out for free. This is after commuters, several groups, and even President Duterte called for the removal of automation fees. Jenny Dongon with a report.
Commuters wearing face masks and shields lined up at the LRT Monumento station earlier today to get their free BIP cards. Among them was Mang Manny, who patiently waited for his turn to fill out the form provided by BIP Consortium AF Payments. Mang Manny said that even though cards are safer and more convenient, he couldn't buy one before due to its cost.
Maghintay lang po ako, ilang minuto lang naman. Hindi naman kawalan sa akin yun. Mas malaki po mawawala kung di ako makakuha. 180 po ay 180. Sa hirap po ng buhay ngayon, malaking bagay na po.
Lorna, another commuter, was disappointed. She said she had already purchased her own card for 180 pesos prior to the announcement that they will be distributed for free.
Ang hirap kasi dati 13 pesos lang makakarating ka na sa papuntahan mo. Pagkabili ko nito, magkano lang ang pera ko, di 300 na lang. Binili ko pa nito. Tapos 2 beses ko lang nagamit, wala nang load.
In response, the LTFRB said authorities are now studying the feasibility of providing refunds to commuters like Lorna. For now, the agency emphasized that all PUV operators using automatic fare collection system should not charge passengers for the cards. This means a commuter should only pay for the load without any convenience fee added on top of it. Recall that passengers complained about the 80 peso required payment for the card together with the 100 peso initial load. President Duterte had called on transportation authorities and companies to distribute the cards for free. Following his pronouncement, AF Payments has begun distributing today over 125,000 free cards along the EDSA busway and PITX in Parañaque. Despite this, the Transportation Department is pushing for the use of BIP cards to minimize physical contact amid the pandemic.
Yan ang gusto mangyari ng ng departamento for that matter. Halimbawa, meron ka hawak na card na pwede mong gamitin pambayad sa pamasahe sa bus, pamasahe sa pambayad sa tren, pamasahe sa pambayad sa barko, at pamasahe sa pambayad sa aeroplano. Cashless transaction.
Swansing added that he is confident that many commuters will opt for the automated option, especially now that they will be given for free. For News 5, Jenny Dongon, We Are One News.
We're going to pause for a quick break, but we will be back with more stories after that. Keep it here. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. The health department is in talks with Russia's Gamaleya as well as other manufacturers for the clinical trials of various vaccine candidates. The Food and Drug Administration, however, clarifies that it has not received a formal application yet from anyone. To give us the details, Greg Gregorio joins us live from Mandaluyong City. Greg, hi. What's the latest on the vaccine situation?
Sean, the health department says it has started assisting Russia in searching for local research partners for Sputnik 5. The phase 3 of the clinical trials of this candidate vaccine, however, has yet to be formally approved. Health Undersecretary Maria Rosario Vergeres said the Philippine Clinical Research Professionals Incorporated is now in talks with the Russian Direct Investment Fund regarding the search for local contract research partners. She noted that a contract research organization is required before any manufacturer could proceed trials in the Philippines. Among the 3 manufacturers that have submitted applications to the Sub-Technical Working Group on Vaccine Development is Gamaleya. The country's vaccine expert panel, however, has yet to finish its evaluation. Vergere said they are waiting for Gamaleya to answer certain queries from the VEP. Aside from Gamaleya, Johnson & Johnson's Janssen vaccine and China's Sinovac have also submitted applications to the sub-TWG. Janssen has not completed the necessary documents yet. It is eyed to conduct an independent clinical trial, phase 3, in the province of Cavite. Meanwhile, Vergere told reporters that the government has signed confidentiality data agreements with 6 vaccine manufacturers. These are Russia's Gamaleya Institute for Sputnik 5, Sinovac, Sinopharm, and Anhui Zhifei from China, one from the University of Queensland in Australia, and the Ad-Immune from Chinese Taipei. Food and Drug Administration Director General Eric Domingo reiterated that to date, no application for a phase 3 clinical trial has reached the FDA yet. Meanwhile, the Health Department logged nearly 3,000 COVID-19 cases today, pushing the total caseload to 334,000. Of the number, some 53,000 are active. More than 80 individuals died of COVID-19 in the past 24 hours, bringing the death toll to over 6,100. Some good news though, over 1,000 have gotten better from the virus, bringing the total recoveries to over 275,300. Sean, the DOH meanwhile acknowledged the good indicators in the country's recent COVID-19 numbers. They attribute this to a number of factors, including the government's bolstered contact tracing and isolation efforts. However, Vergere insisted that the public cannot be complacent, as nothing is still certain at this point. Sean?
Thank you very much for that update. Greg Gregorio joining us live today from Mandaluyong. And President Duterte has appointed Court of Appeals Associate Justice Ricardo Rosario to the Supreme Court. Executive Secretary Salvador Medialdea confirmed that Rosario was handpicked to be the new Associate Justice of the SC. Rosario will assume the seat vacated by Associate Justice Jose Reyes Jr., who retired on September 18. The new Supreme Court Justice served in the appellate courts for 15 years. Before that, Rosario also served as a judge in the Makati City Regional Trial Court and the Metropolitan Trial Court of Manila. All right, the PBA Philippine Cup will finally be returning to action this Sunday, and here's a peek at what's happening in the Clark bubble today. The LED board set to display the virtual fans inside the Angeles University Foundation Arena is currently being set up while teams continue to practice. One of the smallest delegations in the bubble is the Northport Batang Pier. Coach Pido Harencio said they will only be playing 12 of 13 players, as Jonathan Gray has yet to be cleared for play. Fan favorite Calvin Abueva of the Phoenix Super LPG Fuel Masters is also in the court. He is still completing his requirements from the Games and Amusement Board to get his license back. On Sunday, the PBA Philippine Cup will finally resume with a doubleheader inside the bubble in Clark, Pampanga. The TNT Tropang Giga will clash against the Alaska Aces in the first game at 4 p.m. After that, the NLEX Road Warriors will test their mettle against the Barangay Ginebra San Miguel at 6:45 p.m. But it won't stop there, as games will be played every day. And all of these will be shown live on One Sports and PBA Rush. They will also be live streamed on ESPN5.com. Games on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays will be simulcast on TV5. You can also enjoy the new way of learning at home because DepEd TV is available for free to all Signal and Satellite subscribers. Tune in to Channel 149 for Signal and Channel 189 for Satellite. For more updates, follow News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Sean Yao, and we are One News.